Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I want to show you guys how to make a faux leather journal cover. This is super fun and you will love it. So let's get started here. So what I have is, I have some instant coffee, just some dark roast, just whatever's cheap, doesn't have to be nothing special. We're not drinking it. We're going to use it in our crafts. Water bottle, some gold acrylic paint is what I used, some Rit dye, which Rit dye is just for like fabric or any kind of porous material or anything like that. I dye my papers and all kinds of stuff with it, so this stuff's great. So I have black in here in my little bottle, and then I have black and wine color, which this is the wine color. So I have a little black and wine color in this one. And then I have PVA, which is just Elmer's glue, white glue, water, and instant coffee mixed together in here. Okay? And then you'll need a paper bag. So this is just a regular, just grocery bag, brown paper bag. And now for the secret ingredient. Conditioner, hair conditioner. This stuff is awesome. It gets into the fibers of the paper and it just absorbs it and makes it super soft and really just kind of flexible. And there's just a total difference when you put the actual conditioner into the paper. So I'm just using Pantene, just Pro V conditioner. It's just one of the little travel size ones. I don't think there's a difference. Not sure. I've only used Pantene, so try a different kind, see if it makes a difference or not. But I'm pretty sure. And I would like to hear down in the comments, actually, if you guys use something different and it turned out a little different. But this works great for me. So, and it conditions your hands really nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is just take your paper and we're going to crinkle it up. So you just take it and just squish it up like that, undo it, squish it up some more. So you just want as much wrinkles as you can get here. The more the better. I'm just kind of working it. Okay. Just trying to work it around. All right. We're going to open it up. And flatten it out. Okay. You got your nice bumpy wrinkles going. I mean, that just looks cool by itself. I mean, I really like it. Okay. Then you're going to take your conditioner. And I'm just going to squirt it around on it. And then just kind of spread it out. And you pretty much just want to saturate the whole thing here. Just look at it, see if you need some more. Okay. You can do this side and just start, you know what, you can just start crumbling it up. Just squishing it and it'll all mix and get on the back of it and everything. So just work it around. And you'll notice a difference. It'll start getting really like just soft feeling. It's just kind of bizarre how it does it. You guys just have to try this part. It's kind of cool. Like it turns into like almost like a leathery, well, like a, you know, a soft suede leather kind of fabric-y feel, because it gets into those fibers, the conditioner does, and it just kind of opens it all up and just makes it a lot more flexible. Okay. So there we go. Just, you can see. Just work it all in. Okay. You can see if you need a little bit more somewhere. Just kind of rub it in there. I'm mostly concerned about the front, not much the back, because this will be the part that's showing on the journal. So if there's some dry spots on the back, I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, so just mix that in there. All right, I think we got enough here. Okay, see, that's the back of it. And I'm not too concerned about the dry spots. There we go. So we got that far. And then what I did is, let me go grab my paintbrush. I forgot my paintbrush. So you need a paintbrush. So just make sure it's a paintbrush you're not, you know, like an old paintbrush, because it kind of gets stained with the coffee mixture. So let's see. Get some of that up off of there. Use that up. Okay. I'm just going to dip it and just take our coffee, glue, and water mixture. And I really don't have any precise measurements that I do. I just kind of have it a consistency. You could see here, just kind of a, you know, it's not too thick, but it's definitely thicker than water, you know. So just however you want it. It's just more like a, you know, like a paste here. So we're just going to spread this all around. Okay. So I just spread that around just evenly. And then I went ahead and took some of my Rit dye here, just the black, and just kind of put some little spots around it. Like that. So we're just grunging this up. And then that's when the other colors come in if you want. I mean, if you wanted to use a little bit of wine and black, you can just kind of put that on there. Okay, depending on how dark you want to go here. All right. There we go. I mean, that's just looking grungy. I know it's kind of got a glare on it, but it's so cool. When it dries, it is so neat. Okay, so we got that. We got those all done. Now, trying to think of what I did. If I did, you could do coffee, granules. Yeah, I think I want to go ahead and do some coffee granules. And I'm just kind of just putting them all around. And you don't have to do yours this dark if you don't want to. I mean, you could just kind of do it however you want. But I'm just kind of just showing you examples here of what you can do. Okay. And it smells really good. All right, so we got that. Now you can either take your water and spray it on it, or you could take your coffee. I have a coffee and water solution mixed into the spray bottle here. So we could take that just to activate the coffee granules. So you could just do a little spritz all the way around. And then that activates the granules and gives it a nice grungy, kind of like the lid. I don't know if you guys saw that, I'll show you. Where it just kind of caramelizes it. It's kind of cool because I got the lid wet with some coffee in there. And you could see how it just kind of caramelizes. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. I mean, you can just remember any paintbrush you're going to use with coffee is pretty much going to be stained up. So just kind of designate maybe certain paintbrushes, like old ones. You know. Okay, so this makes it cool, like caramel all around it. So this is just so fun to play with. On days you just feel like getting messy, you know, and just kind of just shutting everything down and just doing some fun mixed media stuff. This is just a great project to do. It really is. Okay, so we got that. Now is when I took my gold. Let me wipe off my paintbrush a little bit. Okay. And then you could take your gold. Let me see here. Let's do this. So I put a little bit on my little mat. I have a little mat underneath, a little silicone mat. And we can go like this with some water. There we go. And then we could just do just strokes. So just kind of get some gold going throughout the whole thing here. I mean, can you see that? That's kind of cool. So you don't have to use gold or anything, but just some, you know, acrylic paints would just kind of spice it up. So you can kind of just do that. Not too concerned, or even, you know, you can do some splatters if you want. Kind of like the splatters. There we go. All right. I mean, that's really cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. I'll try to... Let me bring you guys a little closer, and then I'll show you guys up close. There we go. You guys see that? I mean, isn't that just really cool looking? It's just like, got all the colors swirled around in it. Super grungy. So I'm just gonna leave it on my silicone mat here to dry overnight. And I have an example that I did last night and I let it dry, so I will show you what it looks like all dry. All right, so this is the big piece I did last night. It's a little bit bigger here. And I don't even mind the rips and stuff in it. I think that's kind of cool. So let's see up close here. Isn't that fun? So you can see all the little wrinkles in it and all that. So I think that turned out really cool. Okay, so now another thing that you can do is we can take our inks here. So black probably won't show up. The crackling campfire would probably show up. And maybe the antique linen here. So this is definitely something you can do, is just open it and you can go like this and just kind of catch the bumps that are up. See those? So you just kind of I'm just lightly going across it just to give it a little more depth here. So you can see it starting to pop out. So I would just lightly go across. You could do the same thing with acrylic paints and like your finger. You could take your acrylic paint and just lightly go across it and it'll do the same technique. Catching all just a little, when we crinkled it up, just all the little peaks, just kind of barely going across, and see how it's just bringing those out. I'll show you. Isn't that cool? So now you can see all that, and that just brings out more depth. Now, we probably should have done this one first, because I might get red on it when I do it. So just be careful. Let's see real quick. Just lightly go across, but you could see, isn't that cool? And I'm getting a little red, so just be careful when you do that. Yeah, okay. I don't want to get too much red on there, so I would have done this one first. But you can also take maybe a wet napkin and go like that and get it off of there. And then you can maybe take the wet napkin and then do it. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Well, that kind of solves that problem. Just take a wet, see how it's getting on there. So just make sure you get a dry spot that doesn't have any paint or anything on it, and go like this with a wet napkin. Get some on there and then just lightly go across. So there we go. Figured that out with you guys. So there, I would do that instead because you don't want to ruin your ink pads. So that's an idea. So you could just do that and then just lightly go across, and you can see how it's all coming together there. I mean, that's super fun, you guys. So there we go. So I hope you guys found this informational, and I am going to make this a playlist. So this is just the beginning of it, so it's going to be a fun little series, my faux leather junk journal series. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe, comment down below, hit the like button, and keep on crafting, guys.